Hola chicos, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a la semana 8. Welcome to week 8. This week you will have to complete VHL assignments as always, but you will also have to complete the rough draft of the composition. For instructions on the composition, you have to come here to module 3, and I've uploaded this overview for module 3. Okay, so watch this video as well. But for this week, what you have to submit is the rough draft of the first composition. So if you scroll down, you have here composiciones, the instructions for the compositions. So for Spanish 202, the length of the composition is 350 words. Okay, so remember that you have to reach this limit, 350 words. Then how are we gonna go about the rough draft? You will complete the rough draft as if it was a quiz. Okay, so you're gonna have a time limit. You will have an hour and a half to write the rough draft of the composition. So how is this going to work? The quiz will open on Wednesday at 6 a.m. and you will have from Wednesday until Sunday, this coming Sunday, March 4th, at midnight. So you will have all of these days to submit the composition under quizzes. Okay, so you will have to come here, quizzes, and you'll see here draft composition 1. Then on Wednesday you will be able to click here and you'll be able to click start quiz. Right now you can't start the quiz because it's closed, it's not available yet. You won't be able to start it until Wednesday. And as I've said, you will have an hour and a half to complete it. Okay, once you start the quiz, you have to finish it. You can't start Wednesday and decide to finish it on Thursday, for example. Okay, whenever you decide to take the quiz, you have to finish it. Okay, so remember, make sure that you have enough time when you decide to take the quiz, because you have to take it in one sit. Okay, so if you decide to take it Friday, for example, you have to start it on Friday and submit it on Friday within an hour and a half. Okay, you have to complete it in one sitting. So that is one of the main assignments that you have to complete this week. You will see, once you have the quiz available, you will see the topic of the composition. Okay, so you will have a question that will give you the topic of the composition, and you will write a composition based on that topic that you see in the quiz. So remember, it's very important for you to remember that you have an hour and a half. As it says here somewhere, don't remember where I saw it, it is convenient here that you complete the draft using Word. Okay, so you can start typing your composition in Word and then just copy and paste to the quiz. Okay, because sometimes you might delete everything in the quiz. I've had people that wrote the composition in the quiz, and instead of submitting, they clicked cancel or something, and they lost all of their work. Okay, so that can't happen, so make sure you use Word. I think that's safer. If you write it in Word and then just copy and paste to the quiz, that will be a better option. Also, follow these guidelines, okay, double spaced, and 12 font, okay, but this is mainly for the final draft. For the rough draft, I don't mind that much about these guidelines, okay, but I do suggest that you start writing in Word and then you paste it into quizzes, okay, but remember it has to be within the hour and a half that you start taking the quiz. As always, you have VHL assignments. This Sunday it will already be March, so if you come to the calendar, you have to come here to March, and you have 18 assignments. 2 of them, as always, are oral dialogues with your partner. And I think that's all for now. Okay, here you see an overview of all of the assignments for module 3. Okay, we will have in March the midterm oral exam. I will let you guys know more details about it in a week or so, but for now just focus on the rough draft on of the composition and the VHL assignments. You don't know the topic, you won't know the topic until you start taking the quiz, taking the composition, let's say. But I can already say, as I said last week, you will need to use past tenses, preterite and imperfect in the indicative, and you will also need to use past subjunctive. Okay, so make sure you review those verb tenses. You can use the book, that's okay. You can use your notes, okay, but it has to be original work. Okay, don't choose Google Translator or anything like that because we will notice. Okay, so make sure it's your original work, but feel free to check your notes, check the book, that's okay, but it needs to be your work. In any case, as always, email me if you have any doubts. Buena suerte!